Hey guys, I want to welcome you to the challenge, the 28-day challenge. This is the start of a great journey for you to help you achieve your weight and health goals. So I want to run through some of the main points of the nutrition seminar in case you missed it or you just want a refresher. So we're going to run through this packet. The first section of this video is going to talk about the keys to success. What do you need to do to be successful with changing your lifestyle and making healthy habits? We're going to look at the first page, and it's going to talk about making sure that we are drinking enough water. Water plays a really important role with weight loss and performance. You want to drink at least 80 ounces of water per day. So make sure that you keep a log of how much water you're drinking. Drink out of a straw. Make sure you carry a bottle with you so that you remind yourself to drink. A lot of times if you have the bottle in front of you, you mindlessly drink it, versus if you don't have it, you might go all day without drinking and not realize it. We want to make sure we're planning. This is one of the most important things that you can do. Plan ahead. Follow the meal plan. Make sure you're prepping food on Sunday. I know for me, if we've had a busy day at the gym, the last thing I want to do is go home and prep food and make dinner. If it's already there for me, already ready to go, I've made it on Sunday, all I have to do is grab it and reheat it. Much easier to stick with a plan. 3 compartment containers. Those are a great tool to help you stay on track. You put a lot of vegetables in the big portion. The next portion is going to be protein. The smallest portion is going to be your starch. So your rice, potatoes, butternut squash, beans, something like that. All right, next thing, sleep. We got to make sure that we're getting enough sleep. At least 6, hopefully more, hours of sleep is going to help you achieve your goals as well. Cortisol levels are increased, which is our stress hormone, makes it tougher to lose weight. Also, your leptin and your ghrelin hormones are altered when we don't get enough sleep. Leptin is the hormone that makes you satisfied, and it's decreased when you don't get enough sleep. Ghrelin is the hormone that makes you hungry, and is increased when you don't get enough sleep. So you're more stressed, more hungry, and less satisfied with what you eat, and that is a bad combination for trying to lose weight. So make sure we get enough sleep. Being consistent with our workouts. We got to get in here and work out. We got to make sure that we're planning our time to work out. Of course, we're busy. I get it. But if we don't plan our workout time, it's going to be very hard to get in and achieve the goals that we want to in the gym. So plan your workout, schedule your workout time so that you know when you're coming. We want to bring something with us after we work out. We know that it takes about 30 minutes. We have a 30-minute window to replace glycogen stores after we work out. So you want to bring something with you to have after you work out so that you know that you're replacing your glycogen stores, helping to rebuild that muscle that you're working so hard to get. Lastly, we want to make sure that we're having some type of omega-3s. Omega-3s are really important with heart health, decreasing inflammation, and helping us recover after workouts. So what can we do? We can get a supplement, or we can have chia seeds. Chia seeds are a great source of omega-3s. Put them in your smoothie or your yogurt or sprinkle them on your salad. It's going to be a great source to help get omega-3s into your diet. All right, guys, next up, goal setting. All right, now that we have the keys to success, the next thing we're going to talk about is goal setting. For goals, we want to make sure that you already have your numbers done, so you know your body fat percentage, your measurements, your BMI, all of those things. As far as weight loss, realistic goals is 1 to 2 pounds per week. Of course, you hear all these crazy commercials on the radio and on TV that 10 pounds in 10 days, but realistic weight loss, to lose fat, you have to lose it much slower. When you lose drastic weight loss, you end up losing muscle, and also you're losing a lot of water weight. So gradual weight loss is the best way, 1 to 2 pounds per week. As far as body fat percentage, a realistic goal for this month is about 1% body fat loss. Of course, we want to look at the big picture and look at how we're feeling, what kind of habits we put in place to help us achieve our goals. So if we started prepping food and we started drinking more water and being in the gym more regularly, that's going to be the lifestyle to help us. So make sure your goals incorporate a plan of what you're going to do to help yourself achieve those number goals. We got to make them time specific. So over the next 28 days, what are you going to do? Make sure you have your biometric sheet in front of you so you can look at your current numbers and we can set some realistic, concrete goals. If you have any questions, let us know. All right, guys, the next part of the nutrition seminar, Nutrition 101. Let's talk about proteins, carbs, and fats. What do we need to know? I'm going to help you sort the fiction from the facts and all the information you read on the internet. So, macronutrients, the nutrients that provide us calories. We have protein, we have carbs, and we have fat. We need all of them. We just need the right types of sources of each. So protein, we need protein, the building blocks of muscle. Also helps with immune function, hormone regulation. We want to stick with lean cuts of meat. So chicken, fish, turkey, all of those lean cuts of meat versus all the red meats, the steaks that are very high in fat. That'll end up getting you over on the allotted fat amount per day. Fat, we need fat. It helps with permeability of our membranes, also could be used as a form of energy, helps to absorb fat-soluble vitamins. We want some fat, but we want plant-based sources of fat that are high in omega-3s that are going to help fight inflammation. So, plant-based sources of fat, nuts, seeds, avocado, coconut oil. You'll see all those awesome things in your meal plan. We'll go over the meal plans in a minute. So we want protein, we want some fat, then we also want some carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is a big umbrella. We have fruit under there, juice, soda, sugary things, bread, pasta, rice, beans. All those things are carbohydrates. Some carbs are better than other carbs. How your body reacts to the carbohydrates is going to be what we want to focus on for what types of carbs we should have. So we want low glycemic carbohydrates. All you need to know about glycemic index and what type of carbs is how fast is your blood sugar going to go up after you eat something. Carbs that are high in sugar are going to bring your blood sugar up really quick, causing an inflammatory response. We don't want that to happen. So we want to stick with carbs that are low in sugar, high in fiber. So if we're having some fruit, a little bit of fruit is okay. But we want fruits like berries and apples, blueberries, strawberries, peaches, pears. Those types of fruits that are high in fiber, pretty low in sugar. It's going to give you more, a bigger portion size versus a fruit like watermelon that has a lot of sugar and not a lot of fiber in it. We also have pastas and cereals, all of those things that are pretty high in sugar, pretty processed. We want to try and stick to things like oatmeal or a little bit of brown rice, sweet potato, butternut squash. If you look at your plate, half of our plate should be non-starchy vegetables. These are considered carbohydrates too, believe it or not. Like our broccoli, carrots, green beans, asparagus, all of those yummy vegetables should be half of our plate. A quarter of it should be our protein, and then a quarter of it should be our starch. That starch consists of potatoes, peas, brown rice, butternut squash, beans. Those types of things are going to be in that quarter of a plate. If we look at the meal plans, you'll notice that there's breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then a couple snacks. We want to make sure that we're consistently eating throughout the day. If we skip meals, we tend to overeat later in the day. You have to remember, your brain's 15 minutes behind your belly. So we want to make sure that we are eating slowly and consistently to make sure that we don't overeat later. You'll notice that there's protein and some healthy fat and some vegetables and a starch with your lunches and dinners. If you don't like one vegetable, swap it out for a different one. If you don't like broccoli, swap it out for carrots or green beans, asparagus, mushrooms. You can always swap things in and out. Women trying to lose weight, you're going to go on the low end of the ranges. Men trying to lose weight, the middle end of the ranges. Our performance athletes are going to go in the high end of the ranges. So, if we are looking at the meal plan, there's different things every day, just in case you get bored. But if you make meatloaf muffins one day and you have extra, no problem. Go ahead and have that the next day so that you're not having to make every single thing every day. We just want to make sure that you're being consistent with your eating, that you make sure and have lots of vegetables, half of our plate, quarter of our plate protein, quarter of our plate starch. Those 3 compartment containers are very helpful with keeping those right portion sizes. Plan ahead. Use a crock pot, Instant Pots, something to help you stay on track. Bring snacks with you. We have the Perfect Bar Minis here at the office, so if I have a lot of clients in the row, I'll grab one of those really quick. Or Greek yogurt with some nuts, something that has protein, carbs, and fat. Hydration and liquids. We want to make sure we're just drinking water. sodas and juices tend to have us go way over in the sugar and carbohydrates. Just stick with water. If you want to flavor your water with some fresh fruit, by all means, go ahead and do so. So that's the Nutrition 101. We want to make sure that we're balancing our plate, having those protein, carbs, and fat, and also following the meal plans. You can see that the meal plans, there's 4 weeks. There is a grocery list on the back with different recipes. We'll post those recipes in the Facebook group page. Definitely make sure that you're consistent with your eating and you make sure you plan ahead. All right, guys. All right, guys, the last thing we're going to talk about is how does this challenge actually work? We got to make sure that we're turning in the tracker sheets. Participation is a big part of it. I don't care how much you can lose in a month. I care what kind of lifestyle changes you've made to help you achieve your long-term goals. Yes, making habits in 28 days is awesome, but I want to make sure we continue those habits and put good strategies in place to help us achieve our goals. So make sure you turn in those tracker sheets every week. Bring them in to your coaches or email them to your nutrition coach who's in charge of your challenge locally. Make sure that you are marking off. Did we follow the meal plan? Did we drink enough water? Did we have some type of stress relief? Did we exercise? All of those things are really important. Omega-3s. These are really important to help us fight inflammation and decrease the inflammatory response after workouts. Also improves heart health and brain health. So omega-3s are great. Chia seeds are an awesome way to get in omega-3s. You could sprinkle those in your yogurt or smoothies, top them with your salad, something like that. Make sure you turn in those tracker sheets. Also, the winner. It's based on percentage, not actual numbers. So what's your percentage weight loss? What's your percentage body fat loss? So that everyone's on the same playing field. Lastly, if you start hashtagging your nutrition coaches, the hashtag for your challenge locally, awesome. That should play a part in participation too. So make sure you check in to your box. Make sure you're posting your healthy recipes and track your food. Use MyFitnessPal. There's going to be a video coming up that shows you how to use MyFitnessPal if you don't know already. But this is a great tool to help you stay on track and realize exactly what you're eating. All right, have a great day, guys. Best of luck. You're going to do awesome. This is only the beginning.